What is going on, YouTube? How you guys doing? My apologies for yesterday not doing a live show. We were out. I had went out pretty far. Thought I was gonna make it back in time, but when it got kind of like 6 something, and I knew we weren't gonna make it back on time, I hit up everybody in the WhatsApp group to let them know there was not going to be a live show yesterday. And then I left the post on the community page for everybody else to see that there was not going to be a live show. So I know some people probably missed it, but I did post that there will not be a live show. There's going to be a live show today or tonight. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm going to make sure I do the live show tonight. But this is Wednesday, which is Wednesday's Q&A. And I want to go ahead and answer and respond to 2 comments that were left behind. Okay. The first one, and I want to elaborate a little bit more on this one on the live show tonight. But the first one is talking about federal protections for your Social Security and your VA. I had someone leave a comment basically explaining how they were mixing money. And I always tell y'all, don't mix your money, and how they got their Social Security garnished along with some other money they had put in from another source, where the bank didn't use the look back period properly, and now they're fighting trying to get their money back. So let me just say this real quick, and I'll elaborate a little bit more tonight. Do not mix any other money with your federally protected money. So if you're getting money from Social Security only, don't put money in it from a job if you work in a job, or you got an investment account, or you got property and you're renting it out and you're getting money from that. Do not mix that money with your federally protected money. If you're getting VA and Social Security in the same account, cool. Don't put anything else in that account. Nothing. Money you're getting from social media, your spouse is working a different job. Do not mix that money. You want to keep that money as federally protected as possible in case you get sued, some creditors come after you, whatever the case may be. Keep that separate. And I'll talk about that more later tonight. The second comment was pertaining to the video I did yesterday, talking about not having money to lend, being on a fixed income, and also talking about managing your money. And the question was, how do I do it? Well, I do it a little bit different because, again, we don't all make the same. So the way I would do it would be totally different than where the average person will do it because of what I have coming in. So the easiest way I can explain it is like this. And again, I'll elaborate a little bit more. About 2 weeks ago, we did a video where we were showing this guy living in the Philippines, and Gary was explaining what he has coming in and how he tries to cut it in half, save half, and only live on this portion. I do something similar, but my portions are larger. So let's just say, for example, and again, I'll elaborate a little bit more on this tonight. Let's just say, for example, I'm getting $7 grand from the VA. I'm getting 25 from Social Security and another, let's say $4 grand from another source. And this is what I got, all that combined. Let's say combined, I get 12,000 a month. I don't even look at this 45 over here or this $5 grand over here. I just operate off this 7, right? Because I know this over here is my fund money, my emergency money, or excuse me, not my fund money, my emergency money, my vacation money, if I choose to take one. Boy, this 7 grand over here is what I live on. I don't even see this. Even in my accounts, after a deposit is made into this over here is the only thing I see. Is the only thing I operate on, period. So when I say a minimum 5 grand, 6 grand a month, this is what I'm operating on over here. I don't even see this. I know that in 10 months, whatever I put over here, if it's 45, that means I got 45,000 in 10 months. There ain't no vacation I can't go on with that amount. Okay, if there's something that I want and it's 4 or 5 grand, I know I can pull it out of there. But again, I'll elaborate more on those discussions tonight because everybody does it different, right? Everybody lives different. The amount of money we get is different. I'll just put it this way. I take whatever my largest income stream is and I operate off that one, while all the other ones are for emergencies, savings, vacation, something I need or something I may want that I'm saving for. I'll use that account for that. But other than that, that's just going to sit. Operate off this. This is part of being debt free. When you're debt free, you can do that. When you're not debt free, you got car payments, car insurance, you got credit cards, you got charge accounts, you got a mortgage, you got private mortgage insurance, you got all these other things. You got to combine all those incomes together because you got debt. When you have no debt, you can just operate off this one. You ain't even got to count any of that because I don't have to qualify for anything. I'm not trying to finance anything. I'm not. If I were to move back to the States today, right? Just say I were to move back to the States. I would probably use my home loan, the home grant, buy a home and in a state where there's no property taxes, and I would buy a car cash. I wouldn't even try to finance. I got the credit score, I got the income. I don't want finance, nothing. I don't want that. Nothing. Utilities, you're gonna have that. Auto insurance, you're gonna have that. Life insurance, you're gonna have that. Okay? But anything else outside of those small bills, I don't want. I would get a car 5 to 6 years old, pay cash, ain't got no payment other than car insurance. I don't want $1,200, $1,500, $1,800, because I know me. Even with a used car, I'm gonna get an X5 or a 7 or a truck. 2500 Ford Ford 2500 or a Silverado 2500 HD, something like that. But I already know this. I already know this about me. If I were to finance something, I'm gonna get something crazy, which is gonna come with a crazy car payment, and I don't want that. I'm just gonna pay cash. That way I owe nothing and keep it pushing. All right. But again, we'll talk about this more tonight. But until then, though, guys, that's it for this video. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always, and I'm out of here. Peace.